Okay, the CAP is going to be the Centre of Advanced Permaculture. It's going to be a school to train people in the most advanced things we've learned in permaculture over the last 40 years. Permaculture has always been a way to repair the world and live in harmony with the world, but now that we have climate change knocking on the door, we're going to use permaculture now to create a bunch of adaptive strategies for people who want to survive climate change or thrive in climate change. I've been working on the front line of aid for quite a while, and I see that a lot of my work's actually because of climate change. Permaculture is a great toolbox for adapting to the current changes that are happening and surviving them. And also, if you've been hit by a big one, rebuilding in a way that you're not going to get done over again, right? And the other big thing is, like, we're going to need lots more food sources, not just industrial food systems. Industrial food systems, when they go down, that's where permaculture comes in. Well, Crystal Waters is it's already got the right land. It's got an eco-community. It's got lots of permaculture teachers here, lots of skilled people living throughout Crystal Waters. I mean, if we looked at this as a university, we've got a pretty good faculty. My idea is that we use the land as the school, and we use the people who want to participate as the trainers. And with the things that we take for granted here, it's very new to a lot of people. You can imagine someone coming out of a city just to Crystal Waters as it is, and they go, wow, you guys got so much land here, and you got all these food trees, you got all these animals running around. I want that, you know. My job would be to coordinate all that good energy and come up with something that we can infect the rest of the world with. Otherwise, the rest of the world is going to be coming this way. We actually want to push it out the other way. Everything that we will be doing will be lawful. And the problem with all these rules and regulations is that at the moment in Australia we have 50% chronic illness, we have 25% mental illness, we have the highest suicide rate in the world between 14 and 44 for men. And that's a pretty bad report card for these authorities, right? I'm afraid that if we followed every rule that they've got, we'd probably be on that list. And also, we don't know who's on that list that's actually in government. So what we'll try and do is we will move forward step by step and do as much as we can that is lawful. And if we make a mistake, we'll rectify the mistake. We'll keep as many people happy as we can. Well, you know, there's a lot of fear going around now about climate change and what's going to happen here, what's going to happen here. And I've been in the events myself. Man, they're pretty shocking. So there's a lot of things we can do before a climate change event to mitigate the damage. And also we can work out a plan if, say for example, in the lowlands, where we're going to move to, right? Or what we're going to do, or how we're going to get our food if we don't have supermarkets anymore, that kind of stuff, right? So all the smart people that really want to get the skills under their belt and get rid of the fear, they'll be coming. And a lot of those are millennials. The millennials are really looking for answers now. And, you know, right under our noses, we got a lot of the answers. Of course, we can't deal with volcanoes and giant meteorites, but we can certainly deal with most of the things that we've seen already. You know, one of the biggest things I heard when I was overseas were people that came to Crystal Waters. It was going to be their big, big journey to go to Crystal Waters and see this beautiful community, and they get here and they're really disappointed, right? And there is a lot of good permaculture here at Crystal Waters, but you've got to drive around to see it. And really the residents don't want people driving around looking for permaculture. So Upper Lot 1 has all the different aspects that I would like as a demonstration farm for my training. All my training is 50% hands-on, and I want to see, you know, food gardens, medicine gardens. I want to see a nursery. I want to see a fish pond. I want to see, you know, all the wonderful things that we can do in permaculture right there at the front gate. So when people drive in, if someone says, well, where's the permaculture? And you say, there it is. And they go, wow, that's really great, you know. And then we have a different experience for people, and they leave and they rave about it. But the biggest thing I want is a demonstration of what the new world's going to look like. Basically, Crystal Waters is an island of the future, and that's an island of the future on Crystal Waters. That's how I see it. I'm going to create an action team up on Upper Lot 1 with those who want to start. Action team is the people that are actually going to do the hard work. We need to put in build some indoor-outdoor classrooms. We need to swale and terrace that land. We need to plant it up. We need to put fencing up to keep the wallabies out and the bandicoots and all the other stuff that's going to come. And we need to make that place look really good. So lots of people have not either promised me to join in, or they've promised building materials. Ian Dooley, for example, has thrown in $1,200, and there's another guy who's put some money up for seeds. And I think, you know, we'll really get more support once the first stage of the project will happen, and that's basically breaking the ground and starting the process of the design.